الحمد لله على تقديره وحسن ما صرف من أموره. الحمد لله بحسن صنعه، شكرا على إعطائه ومنعه، خوف من يجهل من عقابه.
والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. أما بعد، يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن هذا القرآن يهدي للتي هي أقوم ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا كبيرا. Alhamdulillah, we are very fortunate that we are part of Ummah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Ummah or the community or the nation that the Quran was revealed on. Because before, of course, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed other books. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed التوراة to Musa alayhi salam, الزبور to Darul alayhi salam, Al-Injil to Isa alayhi salam, and Al-Quran to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So, Quran, all the books, they are all from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. However, Al-Quran is the book that was recited, وَرَتَّلْنَاهُ تَرْتِيلًا. And it's the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Jibreel alayhi salam taught to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam took it from, learned it from Jibreel alayhi salam, and then he taught it to the Sahaba radiallahu anhu. Now, how did the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used to teach the Sahaba? He used to teach them like Jibreel would teach them. That is, he recites and then he repeats after him until he memorizes. So Al-Quran is the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and there are many ahadith telling us about the virtues of the Quran. First and foremost is the kalam of Allah, the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Abu Sa'id al-Khudri radiallahu anhu reported that the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam reported hadith Qudsi. Hadith Qudsi is, it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, but it's not the same level as the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, من شغله القرآن عن ذكري ومسألتي أعطيته أفضل ما أعطي السائلين وفضل كلام الله على سائر الكلام كفضل الله على خلقه. That the one that the Quran makes him busy and he doesn't get time to engage in other forms of the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give him reward higher than those who engage in those different ways of remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, thinking of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, dua, etc., etc. Because the superiority of the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala compared to any other word is like Allah's superiority over His creation. Can we compare any human being or any creation to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Yes or no? Come on guys, engage with me. Can we compare anyone with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? No. Therefore, no other book can be compared to the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No other word or no other book can be compared to the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, if the Quran is so virtuous, what will the person who busies himself with the Quran, what will he get? what will he get from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Well, there are many ahadith telling us about that. Among them is the hadith of Abi Umama radiallahu anhu. Abu Umama radiallahu anhu said, the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam said that اقرأ القرآن, recite the Quran, فإنه يأتي يوم القيامة شفيعا لأصحابه. For the Quran will come as an intercessor for its reciters or its companions on the day of resurrection. Now, who are the companions of the Quran? Anyone else? Who are the companions of the Quran? Can anyone tell me who is the companion of the Quran? Anyone? Who is it? The one who, let's raise your voice. The people who read the Quran. Okay, that's one. Anyone else? The teachers, okay, sure. Yeah, you in the back. Yes. Those who memorize the Quran, mashallah. Those who revise the Quran. One last thing I'm missing. One last thing. Yes. Understand the Quran, no? Pray the Salah, yeah. Worship Allah. Those who, all that means, those who practice what the Quran teaches. Okay? So, those who recite the Quran, memorize the Quran, then they act upon what the Quran teaches. So those are the companions of the Quran. So, what are those? And the hadith goes on. He said, فإنهم, then he said, اقرأوا البقرة وآل عمران. Recite Baqarah and Al Imran. For those two surahs will come on the day of resurrection as clouds. And everyone knows what's going to happen on the day of judgment. How will the day of judgment be? Anyone knows? How will the day of judgment be? It's going to be nice, cloudy skies, nice fair weather. How is the day of judgment will be? People will be sweating. Why you sweat? Why people sweat? Because of the sun. The sun will be on top of the people. It will be extremely hot. The sun will be 1 mile away. That will be the condition of the people. So anyone that can find shade, any sort of shade, he's lucky. You all know this hadith about the 7 people, the 7 categories of people that will be under the shade of the throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Well, those people will be under shade. Well, what's going to happen is Al-Baqarah and Al-Imran will come at the judgment as clouds. Who are they going to be shading? Sahib al-Quran, the one who used to be the companion, who used to recite them, learn them, memorize them. They will come as like clouds or like 2 flocks of birds. 2 flocks of birds shading the Sahib, their companion. SubhanAllah. And then the Prophet ﷺ said, اقرأوا البقرة. Recite Surah Baqarah. Who recites Baqarah? Who memorizes Baqarah here? Lift up your hand if you memorize Baqarah. Come on, lift up your hand high, high, high so I can see it. How many people memorize Surah Baqarah? 1, 2, 3. Who else? 4. Come on, why are you like this? Is it half? You want to memorize half? Come on, lift up your hand. So, what's going to happen? The Prophet ﷺ said, اقرأوا البقرة. Recite Baqarah, Surah Al-Baqarah. Why is it so? فإن أخذها بركة. Because reciting Al-Baqarah is barakah. Barakah means blessing. It's going to be blessing in your life. وَتَرْكَهَا حَسْرًا. However, if you leave it, what's going to happen? You will regret. You will regret in this world, and also you will regret in the day of judgment. وَلَا يَسْتَطِيعُهَا الْبَطَرَ. And the batara, the the magicians and the sorcerers, people who do black magic and that try to harm people, they can't do anything about the person who recites Al-Baqarah, reads Al-Baqarah, and learns Baqarah. Everyone, come on, pay attention. Everyone, come on. The back over there. Jazakallah khair. Pay attention. So, Surah Al-Baqarah is barakah. So, the whole Quran is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, how about the person, I'm pretty sure you guys go to school, you have friends, some Muslim, some others non-Muslim, whatever, that didn't memorize any of the Quran. They were not as fortunate as you guys to have a chance to go to Duxi, learn the Quran, memorize Quran, and learn the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and have it in their hearts. Well, what the Prophet ﷺ said, you know what the Prophet said? Anyone can guess what the Prophet ﷺ said? Well, he said in a hadith that Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu reported, إِنَّ الَّذِي لَيْسَ فِي جَوْفِهِ شَيْءٌ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ كَالْبَيْتِ الْخَرِبِ. The one that has no portion of the Quran memorized in his heart, of course, is like a ruined house. How about if anyone saw a house that is inhabited, there's no one lives there, it's been just empty for months and years, what happens in those houses? You're like, it's like you have cobwebs everywhere, you have animals that live in that house, and insects and so on and so forth. Jinn inhabit those kind of places. So the heart that has no portion of the Quran memorized is like a ruined house. No inhabitants. So the Quran is a light for the heart. It will make your heart full of light. Therefore, we are very fortunate to be amongst the followers of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And before this ummah, no one used to memorize a book that was revealed to a prophet, whether it's Torah, Injil, or Al-Zabur. Only the scholars used to memorize or would read it. The general public will not read it nor memorize it. But this Quran, mashallah, children like you are memorizing the Quran, are reciting a whole part of the Quran, Surah Juz' Amma, Tabarak, and Surah Al-Baqarah, and so on and so forth. This is amongst the mu'jizat and the miracle of the Quran. The Quran is a miracle. It is the biggest miracle that was revealed to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It was the biggest miracle, and it's going to remain the biggest miracle until the day of resurrection. So therefore, let's love the Quran. Because if you love the Quran, Allah will love you. Abu Dhar radiallahu anhu said, Abu Dhar reported from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that you cannot get nearer to Allah with something better than the Quran. If someone wants to get close to Allah and wants to become, everyone knows how Ibrahim alayhi salam was Khalilullah. You know what Khalilullah means? The close friend of Allah. Huh? How did he become like that? By obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by following the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's how he became the Khalilullah. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was Habibullah. He was the beloved one of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Well, if you want to become someone that's close to Allah, that Allah loves, what happens if Allah loves you? You guys know what happens when Allah loves you? Well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will call upon the top angel. Who's the top angel? Jibreel. He's the only one answering my questions. What happens to everyone else? You guys don't know anything? Come on, participate. So he calls Jibreel, and then he tells Jibreel, oh Jibreel, Abdullah, I love him. So you have to love him too. What does Jibreel say? Does Jibreel say, oh, no, like I don't feel like loving him, you know, I don't like that guy. Does he say that? He says, no, I love Abdullah too. Now he goes to the heavens, because he's the leader of the angels. And then he makes an announcement. He says, O inhabitants of the heavens, Allah loves this person, so you also love him. So then all the angels of the heavens, they love that person. So when that happens, the love for that person comes to this world, and then people accept this person. People start to love this person. Don't you see sometimes, you hear, oh Sheikh, such and such, mashallah, I love that Sheikh. This person never met him, but he just loves him. Who put this love in his heart for him? Allah. Why is it? Because Allah loved that person, He made people love Him. So, if you want to get close to Allah, if you want to become someone close to Allah that Allah loves, what is the highway? What is the fastest way to get to the love of Allah? What is the fastest way? Yes. Memorize Quran. Yes, obey Allah's commandments subhanahu wa ta'ala by praying salah, and yes, that's right. So, having a close connection with Quran, reciting the Quran. The person who recites the Quran only the day before Duksi, what was my homework, and just recites it that day, is that someone that Allah will love like that? No, you have to recite every time you get a chance. You want to read the Quran, you want to listen to the Quran, you love the Quran, you love it. You know when you love something? What do you guys love? You guys like to play games? Huh? Game? What do you guys love? Yeah, I know, but what do you guys like to do? You guys like to play video games, huh? Video games and things like that. Well, when you get a chance, what do? You go and play video game, huh? Why? Because you love it. So the same way you love video game, you should love. If you love the Quran, then that's a good sign that Allah loves you. If you're not like that now, well, you should try to make an effort to make the Quran, to love the Quran, and keep yourself. Anytime you get a chance, you go and recite Quran. You recite Quran, and then the more you do so, the more you start loving the Quran, and your heart becomes, softened. And when that happens, then you become, Allah will love you then. Who's ready for that? Who wants to become beloved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? MashaAllah, good. Who's going to recite the Quran on a daily basis without your parents telling you, recite your Quran? Every day you're going to recite? MashaAllah. That's good, MashaAllah. Good intention. Everything starts with good intention, You make an intention, Allah will give you the reward as if you recite it every single day. Now if you do it, that reward will be multiplied by 10 times, up to 700 times. Now, let's talk about reward, actual numbers, okay? Who knows how much you get every time you recite any portion of Quran? Who knows? Yes. 100. Do you agree with him? You get 100 every time you recite Quran? What do you say? 700? MashaAllah. Anyone? Any other person? What do you say? How much do you get when you recite Quran? 1,000. How about you? 500? Okay. Let me tell you. Because how do we know what we get for the Quran? Is this something numbers I just made up? No. Prophet Muhammad told us about it. So what did Prophet Muhammad tell us? Abdullah bin Mas'ud, the companion, reported the hadith. He said, the one, if you recite a letter from the book of Allah. Now what is a letter? Let's say you recited Surah Al-Fatiha. You say, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. How many letters? Anyone counted how many letters in Surah Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim? I think it's 17 letters. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim is 17 letters. 19? MashaAllah. 19 letters in Surah in Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The first verse of Al-Fatiha. Now, the Prophet ﷺ said, من قرأ حرف من كتاب الله فله حسنة. The one who recites one letter from the book of Allah, he receives one hasana. What is a hasana, by the way? I want someone else other than you. Yes, you. Good, yes. Yes, in the back. What is a hasana? I want to hear you. The one behind, the girl behind you. All the way in the back, she lifted her hand up. What is a hasana? Okay. Okay, how about you?
A blessing?
A blessing, okay. Alright, we are in Canada, correct? What currency do we use in Canada? What do we use in Canada? Do we use British pound? We use euro? What money we use in here? We use dollars, huh? We use American dollars or Canadian dollars? Canadian dollars, yes. How about if you take a big pile of Canadian dollars and you go to you go across the border, you go to America, and then you go to a store and you want to buy something. What are they going to tell you? I tried that before. You know what they're going to tell you? We don't take Canadian dollars. You have American dollars. That's what they're going to say. Okay? So, in Akhirah, when you leave this world and you go to Akhirah, you're not going to use any Canadian dollars. If you have a lot of Canadian dollars, and they put it with you in the grave when you die, when you come to the Judgment, you take out your Canadian dollars and you give it to the angels and say, here, take me to a good place. Are they gonna accept it? They're going to say no. Here, the only thing that works is something called hasanat. Hasana. So the currency of Akhirah is called hasana. Hasanat. Where do we collect them? We collect them in this world. How do we collect them? By doing good deeds. So now I'm going to tell you how much hasanat you get by reciting Quran. Prophet ﷺ said every letter you get one hasanah. Automatically that hasanah is multiplied by 10. So by saying Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, how much hasanah did I earn right now? 19, 10. Come on, you guys don't know your multiplication too? How much, when you multiply 19 by 10, how much is it? 190. That's right. So by saying Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, you get 190 hasanat. How about if you say it a second time? Are the angels going to say, no, khalas, you said it once, you don't get it anymore. No. Every time you say it, they write 190. How about you repeat it 10 times? You repeat Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Sheikh Jama' wants you to recite it with tajweed, so he tells you, repeat Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And you say, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And he says, repeat 10 times. Are you getting reward for every time you repeat? Yes. So now, for one time I get 190. How about if I say repeat it 10 times? How much will I get? Huh? Come on, what are the mathematicians? 190 times 10, how much is that? Come on, always the same people. Where's the 190 times times 10, how much is that? 1900. 1900 hasanat. By repeating 10 times Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Now, this day, Sheikh Jama' is really upset. He wants you to repeat it 100 times. He told you, sit in the corner, repeat it 100 times. How much are you earning if you repeat it 100 times? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. How much are you getting? Add another 0. Come on, how much is that? 19,000 hasanat. Wow, that's a lot of hasanat, my friends. That's a lot of hasanat. So this is only Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. How about you recite the whole Fatiha? Shall I say how much letters in Surah Fatiha? I think it's 350, if I'm not mistaken. 350 letters in Surah Al-Fatiha. Surah Al-Fatiha. So now, if you say recite Surah Al-Fatiha, how much reward are you getting? You, how much are you getting? 350 letters. For every letter you get 10 hasan. Yeah. Yeah. How much are you getting? Tell me. 3,500. Just add a 0. Come on, guys. Just add a 0. Multiply by 10. 3,500 for reciting Surah Al-Fatiha. How about if you repeat it 10 times? Just add another 0. How much is that? 35,000. Can you imagine that? 35,000 for reciting 10 times Surah Al-Fatiha? So, is it cheap to recite Fatiha Quran? Is it, how about if you recited one full page? I don't know how much letters in one page. Next time, your teacher, Sheikh gives you an assignment to, you count all the letters. Count. And then count how many times you repeat and do the calculation. It's a big reward you get. So, every time you repeat the Quran, the reward is multiplied. And this, I'm telling you about minimum wage. This is minimum wage, by the way. 10 times is minimum wage. Some people get 700 times. And even more. Some people get less. Imagine if you're getting every letter 700 times hasanat. That's a lot of reward, huh? So, reciting Quran is not cheap. You get big hasanat. A lot of hasanat. When you come on the day of judgment, your hasanat will be put on the scale of good deeds. Who wants to have a full scale of hasanat? Lift up your hand. Lift up your hand. If you're not sure, you're not sure? Come on, lift up your hand high. Yes. So therefore, let's, love the Quran, and Allah will love you. Recite the Quran over and over again. Repeat the surahs. And now, what is the biggest secret? I'm going to tell you guys the biggest secret for memorizing the Quran. You guys want to know? You want to know? Should I tell you guys what is the biggest secret for memorizing the Quran?
Yeah.
Who knows it? Share with me your secret. What is your secret? He knows everything. That's why he has his hand every time. I want to try it with someone else. You behind, yes. Yeah, what's the big secret about memorizing the Quran? Tell me. What is the secret? Reading? I didn't hear. Repeating. There you go. That is the secret for memorizing the Quran. Just repeat it. The more you repeat, the more you memorize. That's it. If you repeat 10 times, your memorization will be like, okay. If you repeat 20, it's going to be better. If you repeat 30 times, even better. If you repeat 100 times, mashallah. If you repeat 500 times, some people repeat 1,000 times, 2,000 times to memorize. Do you think those people forget the Quran after that? They don't forget it. But when you repeat only 10 times, you go and play a game and you come back and you're going to be like, what was that memorizing earlier? So the more you repeat, the better your memorization becomes. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes us among the people of Quran. Jazakumullah khair. I think I passed my time, 20 minutes. Or right on the dot. Jazakumullah khair. Subhanakallah wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka